What's the deal? You're now rocking with the best. It's the Remnant.
You are in the field with the track stars,
Ryan Righteous
and Sean Tanner,
and DJ Jeremiah. Holler.
Booyah.
Yeah, back in the field with the track stars, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Okay, so as you are well aware, there's a lot going on in Ferguson, Missouri right now, and we talked about it a lot last week, and a lot has happened since then. First of all, Lecrae sent out a tweet basically saying that he was getting people threatening to unfollow him because of the stuff he's been saying about Mike Brown. And he said something like anything less than a death threat doesn't warrant, or something. He said that's not enough to have a response to what I'm doing. So unfollowing doesn't harm me. It doesn't do. I don't care what you do as far as that. So later on in the week, it happened to us as well. Somebody went on our YouTube video and said, I'm never watching Trackstars videos again because of what y'all are saying. So it got us to thinking, how much of this is race? How much is race playing a part in this situation? We keep saying that this is just a police citizen issue, but I've been saying that this is not just a police citizen issue. This is a race issue from the beginning, as much as people may want to try and not say that.
It's definitely a race issue.
It's definitely a race issue.
I think so. I think I don't know if you guys heard the interview from Killer Mike when he was talking with CNN. And pretty much, like, I kind of agree with what he was saying, how right now the current situation is definitely a race thing. But his thing was like, right now it's a race thing, but it's going to eventually be an American thing, where it's not only just going to affect us now, like it's starting with us, but it's going to trickle down to just all Americans and this whole thing if they keep doing the same thing that they're doing and stuff like that.
But I think people keep forgetting that. I think because the cameras are showing black people protest, but it is white people.
It is. It's a lot of white people out there.
They're protesting the same, agreeing that Mike Brown was killed, like, unjustly. You know what I'm saying? So,
totally.
So I think the media is almost making it out
naturally
to be a race,
that's what
race
they do.
thing too.
And here's the other side of the story. Not all black people are on the same side.
That's true too.
We got a video from a police officer, which you'll hear from later. He thinks that it was justified, the killing of Mike Brown. He said that the way it sounds like it went down, sounds like the police officer did the right thing.
All 6 days.
And there's also some argument over what police are allowed to do in that situation. Are you allowed to shoot somebody that's fleeing? Are you allowed to shoot somebody that's unarmed? And there's a lot of debate, but a lot of police officers are saying you are allowed to shoot. You are allowed to shoot to kill. You're allowed to effect the arrest no matter what. So it's a lot. So if you want to watch this video, he tagged us in it in response to one of our Mike Brown videos, so you can watch that. And he gave us a short little clip you're going to hear later. So we want to address a couple things: the role of the police, race, and how it affects the church as well, because the church is responding. People are unfollowing us and Lecrae and other artists. Should we be saying what we're saying? Should they be following us?
Like kind of like the song, like I said, we played earlier with Bizzle, where he basically talked at the end of the song, like, for years he said that I spoke about, like, I spoke about drugs in the black community. I spoke about people, thugs or criminals activity, and I've never had a problem with the black community being like, yeah, you're right. But he was like, if I talk about, I'm on eggshells talking about certain situation, race things with y'all, because I'm afraid that I may lose gigs or people won't book me and stuff like that.
That was an interesting point he made. He basically said, I talk about what black people need to do all the time, and I'm not afraid that they're going to unfollow me.
Yeah.
But when I talk about y'all, I am super afraid you're going to unfollow me.
Yeah.
Number one, I hope that he's not really afraid. Number two, it is true. I mean, there's a difference. They don't mind us talking about each other and telling each other to act right, but they don't want us telling them to act right. And and I hate saying us and them and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Because it's not everybody, and there's a lot of people on both sides of the road. But just in general, that's what seems like is happening. So first we're going to hear from Z. Z is the owner of TheLife.com. He also used to own TheSouth.com. So he sent in some thoughts. So let's hear him right now.
The first thing that I have recognized even within myself is that it has begun to affect my psyche and my confidence in the police force. I think that the fear is at the root of it. People or police officers, from what I've seen, they're responding in fear and in anger and excessive force. I just saw a video last night and saw the full video today of a guy who did rob a store. He stole 2 sodas. He was said to have a knife in his hand, and he walked up on the cops, and they shot him from what I counted 9 times. I mean, with deadly force. Could you not have shot him in the leg? Could you not have shot him once just to stop him? I mean, he just had a knife, and it wasn't like a long machete or anything like that. It had to have been a pocket knife or something. And how much damage is that going to do? No, I don't want you to get hurt, but there has to be other ways to respond than with deadly force. So this seems very vigilante. It's like judgment is taking place in the streets. I do not think that police officers should be able to have that much power, almost acting like God in a sense, to just take people's lives. There ought to be, maybe they need to educate us. And when I say us, I don't mean blacks. I mean society as a whole on what authority does a police officer have to bring out his gun and shoot somebody dead, and how many times are they allowed to shoot? I mean, if you got a knife and you get shot down 9 times, dead, that doesn't make any sense to me. I have a son. I have a daughter. My daughter's 19. My son is 8. And I'm going to have to educate my son on how to carry yourself as a black man in America. Sadly, I have to say that. And, you know, I do have white friends, white people that I love dearly. And I've never been one to, I've always tried to mend and help race relations and be neutral in these things. And I still am neutral, but I'm not dumb either. I'm a realist. I'm not blind to what I see, you know, and maybe cops need psychiatric evaluations and better training and better PR. Somebody needs to do something to raise the confidence of people in America with police. These are the people we're supposed to be able to trust. Shout out to Track Stars Radio. I'm glad you allowed me to give a few words on this. My name is Z. I'm the CEO and founder of DeLyfe.com. That's DALYFE.com. Former co-owner of TheSouth.com, now owned by Jam the Hype. And thank you for your time. And those are my thoughts.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to piggyback off what he said. I think an officer's response should be that they are public servants, right? Here to help us, okay? Their response needs to be more along the lines of a negotiator. You know, I'm trying to help you. Let me help you. You shouldn't want to die today, so let me help you. Now, this young man who was killed, you know, on camera like this, from what I understand, he had some kind of mental issues that he was dealing with. And he was frustrated. He was angry. This is the perfect picture of someone who was angry with the cops. He stole those cans just to draw them out, you know? Mm-hmm. And should we learn 5 minutes later that he's dead? You know, a breathing, living citizen who's angry and upset with the police, and then 5 minutes later he's dead. Now, they got out the car and immediately went to, you know, brutal force, like, put your hands up, get your hands out your pocket. Take the hood off, all these different things. Show me your hands. But it was never like, sir, can you understand what I'm saying? I need you to understand right now. I need you to listen. They don't want to do that in Ferguson. It seems that they don't want you to peacefully talk you down. And that's upsetting. And there's a rally tonight going on in New York called We Won't Go Back. And this is how you know it's a race issue. This whole We Won't Go Back statement is saying we're not going to go back to the treatment of the 1950s and the 1960s. You know, we're not going to go back and let you kill our kids in the street just because, you know, you don't like what we're saying or you don't like our protests. So this is something that definitely needs to be addressed. And I hate to say it is a race thing because I've been talking with a neighbor of mine over the telephone, and he brought it up like, hey, have you heard about this situation? And in Ferguson, Missouri? And I said, yeah, I've heard about it. He was like, man, he got what he deserved, didn't he? And I was like, no.
Who got what they deserve?
That's what my neighbor said.
Mike Brown got
Yeah. He's like, he got what he deserved, didn't he? And I said, nah, not the way I see it. And he was like, oh, come on, man. You're not one of them, are you? And I was like, I got another call coming, so let me just go ahead and get off right now, and I'll talk to you later. But that was seriously his response, and I didn't want.
What'd she say? Welcome.
That was seriously his response, and I didn't want to go there because we're friends, you know. We're good friends.
There is two very distinct opinions of the situation. Now, we did get another response from a police officer. He's a black police officer, and he was kind of on the other side. So you could hear his long response to us, but this is his view of the actual scene. This is how the scene is going to be processed, and this is how we're going to find out what happens.
What's going on, Track Stars? It's your boy Infamous Car 26. Just a couple quick thoughts on the whole Ferguson deal. A lot of people are forgetting about the forensics involved. If the scuffle happened in the vehicle, such as the officer said, then there's going to be spent shell casings in the vehicle. There's going to be gunshot residue in the vehicle and possibly on Mr. Brown's clothing, as well as the officer's hand and clothing. If the officer fired from outside of the vehicle as Mr. Brown was running away, as some witnesses have said, then the spent shell casings are going to be in the roadway. All right. Either way, this case is going to be decided on forensics because eyewitness testimony has been proven and is continuously being proven to be unreliable in court. So those are just my few thoughts on the whole Ferguson deal. You could get at me at infamouscar26 at gmail.com on Twitter. So holla at me.
All right, I got something to say. Okay. To some people may be like, yo, you a sellout. But dealing with the shaking his head like, yeah.
I said that on Group Me earlier this week.
Dealing with the situation, not Mike Brown. Dealing with the other dude's situation, in St. Louis, what I saw on television was what we talked about with if authority telling you something and you should just fall back and do what the authority say. If I got something in my hand and the
so
cop,
you're saying he should have died?
No, I'm not saying he should have died. If the cops said they didn't come,
that's exactly what you're saying.
Ryan is doing the old okie doke because before they told him stop and like put your hands down and everything, and he was like no, and then that's when they shot him.
But they didn't. But he had a mental illness. He had a mental issue, and now they're just now learning that. But had they taken the time to like really talk him down, like I mean,
but it didn't look like he wanted to be talked down.
But there's a situation
but you don't
though.
give up after the first try though, especially when you're dealing with.
Here's my clue. When he came out and said, shoot me.
Right.
This person has a mental problem.
Issue, yeah.
Already. Boom, right off the bat. He's crazy. Okay, let's see if we can help him out because he wants to die. I'm not going to be the one to fulfill that wish.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I think
this.
Go ahead, man.
I mean, this is what I want to say about. There was something even. I think it happened a couple years ago or something. But it was on like one of those shows like the Wildest Police videos or something like that. This is the difference, and this is what I see. This is why it bothers me. I get exactly what you're saying. Like, you know, he's approaching. He's but it's like the reason why it's back to the race card is because there's still video footage of a white man going crazy, going bonkers, telling the police the same thing. Kill me. He's walking away from the police. They're chasing him down. And he's telling them to shoot me in the same, and his knife is bigger. His knife is bigger. And they followed this man for like a mile.
Did you get his eyes when he said that?
His knife was bigger.
I'm just saying, his knife was bigger. And he was telling them that he was finna kill him. He was telling them to just go ahead and shoot him. And they just walked and talked with this man for a mile, literally, no exaggeration, and he alive.
I understand, I understand that, and I get it.
Here's the problem though, it's 20 feet or 20. I can't remember. It was 20 something, 20 inches or 20 feet. If you come within that range with a weapon, you're considered a threat,
right?
Because you can lunge, and they don't have enough time to pull out their gun.
But did you see where they were? He was still on the curve when they shot him.
But that's still within their range of. If he decided to just lunge at him,
that's because they walked up on him.
That's my point. That's my point. To me, there's this.
That's that Clark University.
And again,
there's this stay behind.
That's that Clark Atlanta coming out.
Hold on now.
This is where I think Z has a point. my point is he wasn't cutting nobody else.
Yeah.
He wasn't gonna stab nobody else.
Yeah, right.
The only person he wanted to stab was y'all.
Yeah.
And honestly, he didn't really want to stab y'all
'Cause he would've came at you.
He wanted to be shot.
Right.
So my thing is, there's this mentality of, okay, here's this guy with a knife. He's coming at me. So if he gets within that certain amount of space, I'm shooting him down. Is there no desire to maybe back up? I know that seems like you killing your pride as a police officer.
Yeah, that's
but
what it
I know
is.
me in that situation, I would slowly back up and say, hey man, this is really gonna happen. Come on, man. This is really going. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
we need to get you.
insist, like this man's about to die.
I think from their standpoint is like, regardless of the fact, they're thinking from a standpoint like me or him.
Yeah, but it don't have to be you. Just back up a little
That's
bit.
what I'm saying.
But
like,
no, but I
take
mean
steps
from a
back.
police officer
They weren't
standpoint.
thinking.
That's what
Did
I'm
you see
saying.
the knife? We can't even see the knife.
But that's what
That's
I'm
how.
But everything that Sean just said is exactly what I'm talking about.
But he has
The
a
whole
weapon
taking
to
it-
still stab
Dude,
That's what I'm
you
saying,
know the
though.
sharp edge of a fingernail clip? That's what he had, probably. That's what it looked like.
But look, no, exactly what you're saying about backing up and
They not
like
gonna
it
do
was,
it,
but it's done. It's proven fact, and it's still video footage showing that yes, they do that, but not with a black man though. You don't never see that, and I mean I hate to play the race card thing, but it's just factual. You said, but I
you're
mean
pulling
because
it out,
you're going, it's going for what
and
you
you're
said,
playing it.
but it's going for what you said, the white privilege, and there, and I
you're-
believe
you're
that there
throwing
is
it like it's the big joker.
whatever. Well, draw a foe in Uno, the big joker is whatever.
Slap it down.
Slap it down.
It's a book.
Dominoes, whatever. What I'm
just-
saying is that I feel like honestly,
I mean,
there is a white privilege.
and dog, at the time too, like down the
That's
street,
right down the street. from
we
what just
having
happened.
marches and riots because y'all just killed somebody.
No, okay,
y'all
now-
can't chill for
Now,
a second.
now, is this something where, okay, he had mental issues, but is this something like I'm gonna be a martyr?
He probably wanted to be.
No,
But-
I think.
But what I'm saying, he could have been. He could have been like, "Yo, I hate what's going on down there. Take me out. I want to be a part
Yeah.
of this story too." But if you know that's what he's doing,
Why would-
like if he came out saying, "Yo, shoot me, I want to die," in my brain, boom, I switched. Okay, I know what's
Here's
going
a
on
question
here.
for you.
Let me back up and handle this dude. I'm gonna do something
Trying to
else.
talk
Let
him down.
me pull out my taser early. Let me not wait till the
Exactly.
20 feet. Let me pull
Well,
it out early
they
and just
talked to
get
the
him real
captain
quick.
about it, and they asked him, they said, why didn't you, because Donovan is like, why didn't you use your taser?
Because it's
He
not
said,
foolproof.
Because he said it's not foolproof.
But that's why I said early. Don't wait for the 20 feet.
Right.
Get him with the taser right away. You know what the
Exactly.
deal
He
is.
said we might miss. That's what he said.
Yeah, he did say
That
we
close?
might miss.
Come on, when have they ever missed?
Right.
Come
So
on
here's
with
my
the
other question.
nonsense.
This might sound really dumb, right? This might sound really dumb, but if all he did was take those two cans of soda to draw them out, why couldn't the officers just take the 2 cans back?
Because he had a knife, Ryan.
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay,
but he
okay,
wasn't-
okay. So
Here's the
wait,
problem, though. Here's the problem,
wait,
though.
hold on,
Here's the problem,
hold
though.
on. I got a statement. So he's crazy, but he knows what he's doing to draw people there.
No. But here's
That's
the
a mental
situation,
issue.
though.
Come on.
Here's
That's
the
a mental
situation.
thing he totally
Here's the
saying.
situation.
Come on.
The
You ain't
guy
gonna
was
do that.
the guy
Come
who
on.
narrated.
You ain't gonna go do that.
Listen, the guy who
We got
narrated
a
the
doctor
video.
right here. You got somebody.
And look,
Mental.
mental.
look.
They know what he's doing.
He's that. I
They
mean,
know what he
He's still mental.
Look,
I feel like Alfie at my wedding thing. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on.
inside joke, don't get it. So listen.
Guess you had to be
So
there.
listen, though. My thing is this: if it's about those 2 cans of soda, right? That's all it's about. If I'm the officer, I'm thinking, you know what? Return stolen property. But now here's the issue. If you listen to the hold on. Hold on. But here's the issue.
Go on, keep
Come on,
them
man.
soda.
Put the
Here go a dollar.
Here's the issue, though. Here's the issue.
Thirsty, bro.
Before the guy was narrating the video, said, "Look what he did. He took those 2 cans of soda. He's just gonna sit them right there and dare him to come to him.
Come take the soda.
Dare him to come take the sodas." He sat him on the curb and walked away from him. They came up after him. They weren't looking for 2 sodas.
But see, that's
They
what
came
I,
out
that's what
They
I'm-
were
that's-
looking to.
They
They
didn't
were
care about
looking
the
to
soda.
kill him. And let me ask you this question. Hold on. Let me ask you this question. Is he really? Are they really responding to 2 cans of soda being
No,
stolen?
they reported to shooting the man down. That's what they shoot. They want some
No,
action.
I mean, somebody probably said the store's getting robbed. Me working in a convenience store before,
Oh, the owner
no,
who
it's
called
like
was
if you press a button that says, "Hey, our store's getting robbed," regardless of what they take, the police are gonna come.
Yeah, the owner of the thing, he was outside. He the one who called it. He said
They're not going after the cans of soda.
If you watch the video, I felt like they were just waiting on the angle, because if they would have shot him right away, the person with the camera and the other dude would have been in the way. So they waited until he walked outside.
Like, I want to talk. I want something to say. You got something to say?
Get in.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, let's open this.
What I'm saying is that if they would have shot him right away, the dude with the camera would have been gone. The store owner would have been gone. I felt like they waited until he got right out the way. Like, I got him. All right, and I feel like they went straight back to the car, did they?
I may have made that up.
They handcuffed him. They handcuffed him after they shot the man 9 times. He gone.
He said he putting handcuffs on Buddy. Why is he putting handcuffs on him? He's dead.
Well, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing.
And of course, officers needed to be more penalized, and there need to be some more rules.
That was the police aspect of the conversation. Now back to the race part. So the people unfollowing us, because there'll be more this week.
Yeah.
The people unfollowing Lecrae.
Y'all can follow me. I believe not everything.
Dude,
he did call us
sell out.
about a sellout. You just said about
sell out.
Well, y'all can follow me.
Are you a registered Republican yet, or has that not happened yet?
On certain things.
Okay, registered Republican, right? That doesn't benefit from their political stand.
And here's the point.
Like our country has been great since the Democrats been in office.
Hey, hold on. Here's the point before this gets off the rails again. Here's the point. For the person that said they was going to stop listening to us, if we haven't offended you by now, you don't listen enough.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Yeah.
We're going to offend you at some point. Second of all, as you can see, we don't agree with each other.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're going to not watch all of us because of what some one person said, that's crazy.
And then that person's actually not a full member of our show.
They were looking for
I consider them a full member of our show.
See, okay. There we go. We disagree again.
So Candy is family.
Well, a family of our company, yeah, but of our show.
No, but but like majority of our times that we made people upset have been women, I would say.
And it's been you mostly.
That said that.
No, I'm just saying.
It's been you mostly.
No,
y'all talking about relationships.
That's what I'm saying. So majority of the time
that was the old us. No, I'm saying the new us.
Clean it up.
Unless you're talking about Sincere in the drought, which is who's right here.
Sincere reminded his business the whole time.
You don't remember what he looks like. If you don't know what the author of that story looks like, this is him.
All right, man, we got
happily married with his ring flashing. I ain't part of the drought, so why do I care?
We gotta get out of here. You in the field with the track stars Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
Ryan Righteous and Sean Tanner.
Y'all 5 seconds to put your drink down and report to the dance floor.
Ryan Righteous and Sean Tanner.
All the buses, we giving y'all 5 seconds to get close to an exit.
Track stars come out and pray.